What's happening, guys? How we doing? How we doing? Let's keep working on the OG. Let's keep working on the OG. All right, we're gonna do some gray. We're gonna do some gray. All right. Buddha, my dude. Next up, we're going to take some Corvus Black. Any of the areas that we are wanting to be black, this is what we're going to use. We're not using pure black. We're using extremely dark gray. So we'll paint the beam rifle and any other area that we wish to be black. Two thin coats, obviously. Should it be black? Nah, it's gonna be grey. Looks grey. We're doing grey. We're going grey. I'm going grey. Like, I'm actually fully going grey. You've had your fucking wrist up, my dude. Your painting wrist. Top of the morning to your handsome devils. How we doing? Lifting up a washing machine from Marketplace. But are you able to paint, my dude? The girl offered to help, you need to be a hero, and you've popped your wrist. I would have done the same thing. I would have done the exact same thing. I actually did that at work. I did it at work like 3 years ago. I lifted up, we were doing like a reno at the work. And I picked up a frame, an old frame that still had the glass in it, to throw it out. And I just felt like popping in my elbow. And I was like, yeah, that wasn't good. It seems like an elaborate cover-up for someone busting a wrist instead of a nut. Marvin with the 19-month resub. That means that's our 19-month. Do you have a 19-month birthday on Twitch? Well, that's what it is. 19 months on Twitch. Nothing stops this juggernaut. That's right. We've got 2 people watching. We're killing it. You ran out of card sleeves? Oh my guy. Hang on, what were you sleeving? Were you sleeving everything? You're sleeving not commons. You weren't sleeving commons, were you? Don't tell me you're sleeving commons. Sleeve 1 of each common to put in a set in the book. But not all of them. Surely not all of them, Marvin. Surely not all of them. No, you're not doing. Don't do all of them. That's silly. Come on now. I was putting all of my cards in order today, and like from the commons and the uncommons, it starts at like 5, which means like the first like 4 cards are either limited rares or rares. You're not sleeving all the dupes, dude. You don't sleeve every card. If it's a common and an uncommon and it's not going into your folder, please do not sleeve it. That is insanity, Marvin. That's like over the top. Get yourself a nice hard box that are designed for holding commons. I can't stop you. I'm just gonna keep telling you you're crazy. That's all I can do. I'm totally down for sleeving the commons and uncommons that go into the folder to try and create the set. What are you printing now? Oh, printing a box. Yeah. Yeah, print a nice box that you can keep the cards in. That aren't sleeved. Chat, tell him he's crazy. You don't sleeve every card. You do not sleeve absolutely every card you pull. That's nuts. What did the Dice Daddy call him yesterday? What's the word the guys in the trading community call it? How you doing, Hoon? I'll call him right now. I'll call the Dice Daddy right now. And I will and I'll see what he says. And you know what? If he sleeves absolutely every single card, then I'll I don't know. I won't do anything actually. I'll admit that I'm the crazy one. This model is going to look so shit for so long. People are going to come by stream and they're like, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. The regulars, hopefully you guys have faith. You know that this is going to work out, but if anyone comes by that's not new to the stream, they're just going to be, they'll be lost. They'll be like, why is this guy streaming painting? It would be like, what? It would be like if you're watching a gaming streamer and they were just having a horrid run on stream at one stage and you were just like, yo, this dude sucks. What's he streaming for? This will be a shorter stream tonight, guys. I do have to get up early for work, so we'll stream for like an hour and a half. See how much more of this base coating we can get done, and then I reckon we'll be on to doing the recess shade on the white. Some of the areas I reckon I just need to go over, but we'll see. We'll see after we do the recess shade, because I'll have to do some tidy up anyway. It's just it's the nature of the game when you are recess shading white. Okay, so we're doing the newer RX-78 inspired, so we're going to paint the joints in the arms grey. Suppose it looks like it's just the inside, but let me have a look at a few different artworks. Yeah, it looks like the inside of each of them, but I can't do the inside. What's this one? Depends on the... I think... So my plan, Hoon, because you're the Gundam aficionado in chat, we're going... And because it'll look good, right? It's going to help break the model up a little bit. Just a little bit. You're still going to have heaps of white. We're going grey on these circular nubs. And this join on top of the arm. The join on the top of the arm would be grey anyway. And then we're doing grey... We're going to do grey on these nubs here. This one here, and then just these sections on the legs. There's these little spots here. We're going grey with that, and then grey with the backpack, this little backpack, and then the beam sabers are staying white. That's what we're doing as grey, and I think that's gonna help sort of tie this model in with these, because I added a little bit of extra grey on these that sort of isn't in the artwork. Or black, rather. It looks sort of like black. So that's what we're gonna do. Again, this is sort of my take on the 78. So we'll it's gonna have some heavy metal about it. imagine if we do the tutorial for this and it just pops off on YouTube. I've been trying to make tutorials for ages on 40k, and then we just make like one Gundam tutorial and it just explodes. So we had the flashing badger crew at the studio today. And I was running Mike through a little bit of heavy metal lesson and one of his other guys. And they saw that they only hung around for like 4 hours. So I was like, do you know what? We'll just work on a leg. Let's just work on a leg. I would have liked if the nubs on the legs here were like these. That would have been really nice. If they all looked like that, that would be really good. They usually look like that on Gunpla. Yeah, it would look. That'd be sick. That's all right. Still a nice kit. Don't know. Yeah, I mean they could have done it. Like they literally did it on the arm. There's no reason they couldn't have just thrown that in the leg. But I suppose you get that on the big jobs, they say. There is no larger job than the 78. I actually don't agree with that saying you get that on the big jobs. You totally shouldn't get that on the big jobs. The big jobs is quite literally where you shouldn't be getting that happening, you know? The saying should be you get that on the small jobs. Do you know what? Let's just paint this whole bit in here. It's a little space marine-y with that action, isn't it? This guy's going to be cool. He's going to take a lot of work to get to the cool stage, but he's going to be cool. And then gun tank's going to look cool opposite the Zaku's. And then gun cannon. Yeah, that guy. Don't know about that guy. Don't know about that guy. Do you know, I actually like the gun cannon. I actually like it. despise that classic pose. Oh man, gun cannon's going to be... I don't need to paint that. Gun cannon's going to be super easy because, I mean, I've painted thousands of points of Blood Angels. He is just Blood Angels colors. He's going to be real easy. Should have pulled this guy apart when I was doing the base coating, but it'll be alright. Yep. I remember that, Buddha. The red grass paint palette's working better. So it was just the wet palette. My foot's itchy. It's not good. Not good when you're trying to paint. Wonder what the difference in the palette was. Is the inside of the shield, would that just be white? Would this be white, or are all these sections black? Depends on the artist. I like the idea of it being black. Like the inside of the Zaku, like shield guard. I mean, look, I want to try and follow the lore as much as I possibly can, but if going off some artwork and following artwork like, let's say 75%, and then just, you know, doing my own thing is what would be considered fine, like I do with 40k, then yeah. Painty Bites, how we doing? How we doing? You think it's? I reckon it'll look good black, the inside of the shield. Not all of it, just those sort of tech looking sections. Have you been using your airbrush more? It's good. It's good. We had the same thing with a guy today who turned up at the studio. Gave him a couple of directions and then we're just like, yo, you got to jump in, dude. You got a clog? Dude, it happens. It happens. You just got to unblock that nozzle. Sometimes your paint will just be too thick and it'll be blocking up a little bit. Just thin it down. Okay, backpack is definitely black. I like the idea of the beam sabers being black. Someone else's clip? What do you mean? Like a Twitch streamer? How about I just don't put that on there? He was watching my stream and then something happened. What do you mean? I can't put, yeah, you can't put any links up except for Instagram. Just stops naughty people, you know? You put the head on wrong of this model. That would be pretty difficult, I imagine. I'm not sure how you would be able to put the head on incorrectly. Just send it to my Instagram or Discord. You can send on Discord too. Both are the same. BFG Justin. Focus, please. Focus. I mean, it's already starting to look better with more colors blocked in, you know? The logo is the same. On Instagram, I'm Beef. You can just type Insta, it'll pop up. If you type command Insta, it'll pop up. That's my Instagram. You weren't following me? Oh my god. Jeez. I think I'm closing in on 10,000 followers. That's a milestone, isn't it? Sacrilege, heresy. Heresy. Dude, can I get a point on this brush or any danger? So Marvin, I was when I was putting all the cards in order. When I was putting all the cards in order, I realized that the limited rares, like, that's the only type of card there is for that card, if that makes sense. The limited rare isn't like a different art for like just a regular rare, which means if you were to play the card game and you wanted to put a limited rare in your deck, you'd have to actually play with it. So I don't know if I'm happy to play the card game, but I think I just want to play with commons and uncommons, dude. And maybe rares at most. I don't know if I'm gonna play the game with LRs. Yeah, so rares and limited rares have alternate pluses. Well, I think maybe there's commons. I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah. It's going to be tough to make a set. It's going to be tough to make a full set. I'll check it out in a sec. Might just go grab some water and go to the bathroom in a sec. Commons have pluses and there are some that are common plus plus. Really? That's weird. What's that? Is there like more than one parallel art for a common? That's crazy. So then there might be a rarer version of the parallel. How are commons all of a sudden the card? We'll paint in here to keep it uniform with the shoulders, or the elbows rather, the shoulders. mainly the resources that are common plus, but a resource isn't the common, is it? It's an R. Anyway. I think I'm still going to try and make the set, but I just have to be smart when I purchase a box, you know? I can't be buying a heap of, I can't be buying 2 boxes in 1 week. That's crazy. Melio Venko, thank you very much for the follow. It is a card game, yeah. Yep. Are you sure, dude? You sure about that? Common, oh yeah, commons are a C. They're just a number resource 06. They are still a common though. Is it cheeky making like an energy / resource card into a chase card? You don't mind it? Wouldn't you prefer to get a Gundam suit that's a parallel art over a resource card? I know the resource cards look cool. Arguably the coolest looking cards in the set. Although that Kashandra card I got, whatever it is, I don't know how to say the name of it. That's a cool card. That's a cool mobile suit. Kashandria. I wasn't that far off. Was I? I wasn't even looking at the name. So I think I did well. I think I did well. Are you saying you think you've got the chance of getting like a parallel Gundam card as well? Kashatria. Are they just trying to sneak Char's name into another Gundam? Sounds like it. I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest here. And it's only sort of because of the Gundam mobile game I'm playing and the lore videos I've been watching. There's a masked guy in every single series. There's a Char clone in every series. I'm all for it too. I don't care. Tons and tons of practice painting bites, but there's also touch up. You know, I do a lot of tidy up with my stuff as well. Sometimes I leave that for off stream because then I can really have the model where I want it. It's a much more comfortable position. Avi, how we doing? How we doing? Yeah. I can't paint with the model in the exact position that I want to have it. I could do that with the camera, but it just wouldn't have the it wouldn't have the feel that I want you guys. Like, I want it to sort of almost be a point of view for you guys. And that's why I have it over my left shoulder. I've tried over my right shoulder before, which would give an even better point of view. But then my hand is in front of the model and it just doesn't, it doesn't focus very well. So yeah, I've tried a few different spots and I don't want to do the top down. A lot of people do the top down. I'm doing good, other than it being Sunday and having a regular job. Probably the only thing I can complain about. It's probably the only thing I can complain about. I think I'd still be able to navigate it pretty easy. I've got a good idea of where the camera's facing majority of the time and with my placement and stuff. But like, then I feel like if it was directly down, I'd want to position it a bit more like that and it's flatter. And then it's probably an even worse position for me. I don't know. Maybe I could do it. It doesn't matter. This is my spot. This is where we're at. This is where we're at. Okay, I'm gonna paint in here as well. You think I should paint in here following how I'm doing my painting? So this gap in here would be gray. This is gonna be gray. This in here would be gray. As with this big bit here. Is that like that in any artwork? I think I have to kind of do it. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm looking at a few different versions of artwork. Yeah, I'm doing it. This is my version of 78, so we're going for it. And do you know what? If worse comes to worse, I can change my mind and I can just annoyingly paint over it later. I was like, I don't do commissions, but I'm actually part of a commission studio, so over the shoulder camera angle. Yeah, I think, look, like I said, I've mucked around with it, and this is probably the position I feel most comfortable with, even though it's not, you know, the ideal painting position for me. Top down can be disorientating. Yeah, look, if I can get it as close to my point of view as possible, then that's fantastic. There's always going to be a slight different angle because it's like here and I'm here. So it's a bit more to the left, but it's not far off. Head cam would be the way to go. No, that'd be horrid. That'd be so bad for you guys. It'd probably, actually, it'd be worse for me because I'd be stressing about it. Yeah, GoPro. I think there's someone that streams and has like a chest mount, I believe, painting. Oh, I'm gonna have to definitely paint over some of these areas with Ulthan white. Somehow some red is rubbed off on this even though I haven't touched it. You don't think you would emotionally or psychologically recover if I change the angle? Yeah, I mean, what this is probably still very similar to how I used to do on TikTok, right? Chin cam, yeah. We'll just clip a little cam to my beard. It's not what I wanted to do. Does this mean his neck should be grey? The neck is usually grey. Sick. Going grey. Yeah, this is how it's going to be, this one. I'm going to sort of paint my own style of looking at a whole bunch of different Gundam artwork. And yeah, this is how it's going to be. My version. All right, I'm just going to paint these two little Corvus black areas, and then I'll go grab some water. And then we'll be back. We are going to have a slightly shorter stream tonight because I do have to get up early for work tomorrow, which sucks, but that's just the way it is. Gunpla is freedom. Yeah, look, I feel like maybe Gunpla is exactly how I paint with my Warhammer. I essentially use the true artwork and stuff of miniatures and Space Marine chapters and stuff, and then I just have my own little twist on it. If there's sort of a section that I think should maybe be a little different, then I'm going to do it. And then if we have to change it, we can change it. Just like how I painted Char's pipes silver, and then we painted the Zaku 2's pipes green, and I didn't like either, and then we painted them grey and they looked better. So that's just how you do it. All right, I'm going to go grab some water. I'll leave you with 78. I'll be back in a sec. His pose is actually sick. Really, really like the pose. Where's my... I want my drink. Let's keep blocking in grey. Let's keep blocking in grey. We're going to do a second coat of this. You can see it hasn't really covered on the beam rifle phenomenally, so let's use this brush instead. Oh, I need to do the neck as well. That's all right. We'll still be blocking in colors tomorrow. I want to tidy up all the blue and the red and the yellow as well, so let's paint in between his wrist too. definitely not what I wanted to do. It's alright, we can tidy it up later. I know that in the eyes I need to paint as well. I think that's an off-stream thing. I think the eyes are potentially... Well, I mean, I have to paint the eyes in a clip, don't I? Somehow, painting 2 coats of Corvus, I've missed that. I'll try and pull him apart. Maybe I do. It's not like I've done any overgluing. It'll make it easier to do the head. Can't remember how he was put together. You know what? Again, that's probably an off-stream thing. Let's just keep painting the backpack. Gollum voice.
Stupid fat hobbitses. They once my precious. What is Tater's precious? We don't like them. What is Gundam precious?
They're very similar, yeah. Who else is similar? Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff is similar. Jigglypuff is similar to Gollum. Which sounds creepy, but it is. It's just a high-pitched version. Like you do the same thing with your throat when you do Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff, Jigglypuff. Jiggly.
So we'll be painting for 10 more minutes, guys. And then, yeah, having a little bit of an early night. But should be back to the full 2 hours tomorrow. And I'll be doing a bit of painting off stream too. Oh, the clip. Yeah. Let me watch it first. Let me just watch it first. Hey, that's me painting shit. That's my beard. This was the painting class we did today with Mike's son and Mike's sons and his friends. All right, let me just jump back here. Do 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 do. Oh, he's got the head facing the wrong way. Yeah, give me a look. Let me just pause this.
Oh, I think he's supposed to look, because I'm watching Battleforge Gaming. He's looking down the gun barrel.
Yeah, as any fucking sane man would. Did you?
He's such a badass. He was
I
just.
can't see it.
It's like in the movies.
How's he done that?
He's shooting sideways without looking.
Yeah, he's taking a blind shot.
I mean, that's incredible.
How does he? I don't know how he done that. I tell ya, there's one thing. That's funny as, but there's one thing about posing miniatures. I got to tell ya, if something's pointing a weapon and they're not facing the way that weapon's facing, it irks me. It absolutely irks me. Like, they have to be facing the way the weapon's facing. That's pretty funny though. It is badass not to look down the weapon, but I suppose if you're in a Gundam, if anything's going to be able to not have to look the way it's shooting, it's a Gundam, right? Especially Amuro. He's probably taking blind shots all the time. Yeah, I don't know. Like, hang on, has he glued it? He hasn't glued a push fit model, has he? The gun sight connects the inside. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's glued it. Okay. I suppose maybe he was over gluing areas and stuff like that. I mean, these models go together pretty good without glue. Like, you could easily glue them, right, though? Like, you do an over glue here. See that join down there? I'm not too concerned by that. It's going to be fine for the tabletop that we're playing and for the ultimate guide. And it does mean I will be able to pull this guy apart and I will be able to get that head out and paint the neck all separate and that type of stuff. So it'll look really, really nice that way. Just get out of the way, brush. Their Gunpla, it would be weird if they wanted to glue it. Hey, you don't glue Gunpla? Not at all. Oh. Jeez, okay. There you go. Like master grades and perfect grades are just push fit. So even perfect grades are push fit. That's fucking wild. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, what? It's glueless assembly, essentially. It's glueless assembly. It's starting to come together. It's not looking anywhere near as bad as it did earlier with more colors blocked in. Yeah, look, one day I'll get around to doing the dynamas. I will one day. But we've got 9 more. We've got 9 more mini Gumblers to paint for assemble first. All right, we are gonna finish up there, guys. We'll continue work on the 78 tomorrow. We should have all of the grey blocked in with the 2 base coats done, so it should look nice and clean. I'll pull them apart and continue to do the head here. And then, yeah, hopefully we'll get to a point where we can start doing the recess shade, because that's when this white will start looking a heap better, is when we start adding the recess shade to it. And do you know what? I could be putting my foot in my mouth, but I don't think there's going to be that much edge highlighting with the white armor. It actually looks like there's going to be less than a Zaku, funnily enough. That won't be the same for Tall Geese, but for the 78, I don't think we've got that much edge highlighting. Anyway, enjoy your day, guys. Enjoy your night. I will catch you all tomorrow to paint more of this 78. Peace.